Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon Paradox runs, because why the hell not? People out there might be getting bored of Paradox run starts, but I kind of like the Paradox run starts, getting the random items. And that was gonna be some, oh crap, it's Super Hot Watch. Well, you know what? We should probably use it because it's Super Hot Watch, and I never use Super Hot Watch. This will be interesting. I was gonna make like a, not even that funny of a joke. I was just gonna say, I don't care what you think, but really I do care what you guys think. But I love me some Paradox starts. I love having random items. I love having, you know, a random assortment of items that might give me a run that I wouldn't otherwise get myself, like Super Hot. We could just have a Super Hot run, and I could choose to use it or not use it. But why don't we have a run where we're forced to have this from the very beginning, and let's actually take a little while to consider the positives and the negatives in an item such as this. Like, for instance, right now, I'm not using it at all because I'm so used to the standard timing of everything in Gungeon that I'm just moving around like a freaking idiot here. I'm a madman. But in boss fights, maybe we can use Super Hot Watch to avoid some damage. Maybe we can have an easy no-hit run before we get telefragged by a ghost. You never know what's gonna happen. Noble John, you don't care what character I play as, you just like watching the stream. Oh, thank you. You're the best. That's what I like to hear. Oh god. Like, that's one part of the problem of just running constantly, though, is that I walk into the room and I'm like, oh, hello, there's an enemy there, oh god. There's also an explosive barrel, I can't do anything about it. I'm surprised that worked. Come on. But yeah, Super Hot Watch. It's an item that some people love and some people hate. Some people love having a powerful S-tier item, if it comes from a chest or otherwise, and other people think that it slows down the game too much or that it makes it too easy. You know, I've heard people say it's one or the other. I think that it is a strong item. I believe that if you have Super Hot and you use it correctly, you're probably going to have a good time on your run, maybe even an easy time on your run. But it's not a guaranteed win, because it does change the timing of a lot of things in Gungeon. It changes the timing of enemy attacks, your own movement, your own dodges. If you forget about it for a split second, you're gonna dodge roll into a bullet on a boss fight, lose a flawless, all of a sudden, you know, you're 1.5, 2 HP down. But it's also an item that you can mostly compensate for if you just keep moving, which is what I'm trying to do right now. If you just keep moving, time for the most part is going to not be slowed down, and you are not really going to be affected that much by Super Hot. But you know, it is still something that you have to keep in the back of your mind at all times, because while I'm moving around quickly trying to keep Super Hot from applying too much, I'm becoming less familiar with the actual time slowdown itself, and I might forget on a boss fight when I actually do stop moving for a second to, like, you know, weave my way through some Gatling gun bullets or something. Now in this situation, you know, maybe you take the opportunity to use Super Hot Watch correctly, and you just kind of have an easy time dodge rolling through a couple of, not even dodge rolling, we're just weaving through a couple of bullets. If you remember it, it's a powerful item. But, you know, I do want to use this item for at least one run, because this makes up for all those times when I drop it when I get it in normal runs. Because let's be honest, I drop this shit all the time. It might be my second most ignored item in the game. What's the number one most ignored item in Gungeon for me? I mean, that's probably the red bandana. Number 3 is probably finished gun, even though that's a relatively new gun. Can't actually afford Super Space Turtle, and I don't know where the secret room is. So let's go to the oubliette. I don't really want to open a brown and a blue level chest. Verdaculus says you should get Ruby Bracelet to synergize with constant moving. Well, he said power walking. That's a very good point. You know, if we can get Ruby Bracelet, we can, well, not only be immune to contact damage, but also have a easier time getting that Ruby Bracelet charged up, because we're probably going to be doing a lot of moving on rooms. I just wish that Ruby Bracelet wasn't so weird at times, because it does definitely feel a little weird on the charge. Sometimes it feels like you should get the charge, and other times you don't. Gemacho Libre says, oh no, the boring time-lapse watch. Well, you know what? We're gonna give it at least one run, at least one go. And there are situations when, you know, I will say to myself, and I'll say to you, thank God for Super Hot Watch. If we didn't have Super Hot Watch, we were gonna take damage there. Or we had a higher chance of taking damage there. Like on that last room that had a veteran and an Uzi Bulletkin. I just needed a second to kind of take a moment and look at the room. Does time not advance when you dodge roll? It does. Time advances normally when you're in your dodge roll animation. Sorona. Oh, God. So just, you know, keep a lookout. Time advances normally when you are in your dodge roll. I think it's, you know, standard 100% speed, but as soon as your dodge roll ends, it's all back to normal. Now, I'm on keyboard and mouse, so WASD is moving my character at full speed. Technically, if you're on a controller, you can actually tiptoe. You can do like a little bit of a walk, and if you're slow walking, you will actually have partial time variability with the Super Hot Watch. You can have time move at like half rate instead of either full time or zero time by walking, or it's not zero, it's just very, very, very slow. So I don't know, you know, some people might think that, or might say that, it's tempting, that getting a controller might make Super Hot Watch better, might make it worse, because if you had a controller, you could actually travel at partial speed, and it might make some dodges a little bit easier because you can tiptoe around them. In other situations like this, it's kind of annoying because there's not a lot of room. And in some situations in Gungeon, you do want to stand perfectly still, and it would take a long time for a bullet to travel around you. Especially on, you know, complex bullet patterns on boss fights. So, you know, it's not perfect. Sorry, just had a little bit of a cough coming on. Just wanted to take a little sip of water. Stay hydrated. He the Beast says, exclamation mark, Casey. I was thinking about it. I mean, it would make a little sense on a super hot run because you could, you know, very easily get up close to enemies, maybe have an easier time avoiding their attacks while hitting them with the KC because time's going to be slowed. But didn't we just recently have a KC run, or KC-ish run, maybe not 100%ing every enemy using KC, but like killing a lot of enemies using KC and then fighting bosses using normal guns? So I don't really feel the need to do a KC run, and I also feel like with Super Hot Watch, this does give us a pretty easy opportunity to go for a no-hit run. You know, all the enemies are going to be much easier to avoid, so we can probably make it work. And if we don't, then everyone can laugh at us for not no-hitting a Super Hot Watch run. By the way, there is one way that you can stand still and keep time moving, and that's by dodge rolling in place up against a wall, which is a pretty viable strategy sometimes. That can be important. I really wanted to flip that. Ooh, careful. You know, I think once I had Super Hot Watch in a co-op run. That was really funny. Because in co-op, I believe how it works is that if either player moves, time speeds up. So it's really hard to to compensate for the other person making moves and making like small adjustments to their position. Because you could think that time stopped and then someone moves and time speeds up and you have to quickly react to that if you were trying to, you know, like weave your way through bullets or something. So I will say, Super Hot Watch, probably one of the worst co-op items ever. Because it's not like it affects only one player. Oh no, oh no. I am going to open up 2 blue chests, and we've purchased Shadow Clone. I should have definitely opened up the chest first, because we don't know what this is going to have. Yeah, and it's going to have magazine rack. I'm still going to keep Shadow Clone though, because Shadow Clone to me is double damage with glass cannon. And it might even be more than that if we can create more Shadow Clones. Like if I had a little bit of coolness or like a reload upgrade, I could keep multiple Shadow Clones on screen at the same time and probably have a very easy time killing these bosses. So this seems like a pretty good combination. And you know what? A little bit of a damage upgrade might just do it right there. Although I think active items, they take more damage to charge as the run progresses, so we're gonna need like a damage upgrade every floor to stay at the same level of being able to keep Shadow Clone charged after one shot in a boss fight, but you know, we'll get there. Hopefully we'll get there, and if we don't get there, you know, whatever. Original name not found says, Glass Cannon run me likey. It's a Glass Cannon run where, because of Glass Cannon and Shadow Clone, we might be able to kill bosses in like 3 or 4 shots. You know, we're gonna need a lot of damage to one-shot a boss, but we can definitely get 3 or 4 shots if we can get the Shadow Clone charged. Because ideally, we use Shadow Clone, we fire 2 Glass Cannon shots, Shadow Clone gets charged, and then we fire another 3 shots before the Shadow Clone disappears. And if we can keep that going, then we can have 2 extra Shadow Clones at all times, which basically means that we're doing 3 times damage with the Glass Cannon, 2 times damage with the first shot. And that, to me, seems like a pretty good boss fight if you can do 3 times damage with Glass Cannon, bypassing the, how much damage does this do? 10. Bypassing the damage cap on bosses. That seems like a very fun fight. And by fun, I mean quick and overpowered. GT Core Kella, welcome to the stream. Taking a drink. Veri, hello. Okay. Gotta take a drink, you know. Feel like I haven't been drinking as much water lately as I should have been. Went hiking the other day out in a nice spot and felt a little dehydrated near the end of it. And I had plenty of water I brought along with me, but it was still like, man, I'm really thirsty. Did that dodge a little bit funky. And also, hey, Shadow Clone, don't forget, we can just use Shadow Clone. Wow. There goes the no-hit run. However, admittedly, I was looking at the Shadow Clone, which is stuck in a wall. But, yeah, we can use Shadow Clone in rooms, but why the hell did it get stuck in the wall? I was looking at it instead of where the bullets were on the screen. Fuck. No, F to the no-hit, I suppose, and F to not being able to go to Old King. Ugh. I don't feel cheated about that one, because let's face it, I did it to myself, but also, what the hell was that? Shadow Clone? I guess it's because I technically spawned them like too close to a wall or something. But still, come on. Time stop affects the damage numbers. I haven't even been paying attention to that because I've just learned to ignore them completely. But that is cool if it does affect the damage numbers. I will pay attention in the next room. 6. 10. The number of the beast. That's pretty cool. I guess it makes sense because it is just like slowing down the game's physics calculations, and the numbers falling are part of the physics calculations. TSM, hello, welcome, how you doing? Welcome to everybody in chat. Oh, it's so nice to be, you know, opening up a stream on a brand new day. Your first run, get so many familiar faces show up and say hello. It's nice to have so many people who are interested in more Gungeon day after day. I do like Shadow Clone, it's just a shame that it bugs out sometimes. Do the rat? I mean, we might have enough money, actually. I don't know how we picked up 131 credits, but that's pretty good. Yeah, we might have enough money. It kind of depends to me on what we get from the Cursula shop. I might take the badge. And I suppose we could do the rat. We literally just took damage on the previous room, so it doesn't matter if we no-hit the run or anything like that, because we ain't going to. First of all, F to the King Bullat, but also F to Shadow Clone. You freaking clone. I got a question. How come when you kill a blob, the tiny blobs inside are jammed if the big one's jammed, but if you kill a bullat, the tiny bullats are not necessarily jammed themselves? Why is that a thing? Yo, Shadow Clone gets your dodge roll boots in the same direction as you. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's open up one chest. I mean, guess we already spent the key opening up one. We'll open up a second one, get Excalibur, which is pretty dope. And glass cannon. What the hell happened? I know what happened. What happened is, oh right, you have Super Hot Watch. That's what happened there. Okay. You know what? Just keep moving. You know what I should do is probably use Shadow Clone right before I shoot instead of like right as I get it active. That would probably help. Give me my gun. Give me my gun! In the sight. Pretty decent. Alright, there is one secret room. Let's go grab this. It's probably going to be in this room right here. No, which means it's either going to be south of this room, or it's going to be north of the Cursula shop. I actually didn't know there could be a secret room on the north side of the Cursula rooms. I should definitely be shooting these walls here in this case, because if it's right here... Is it right here? I also don't know if gunboots can actually find it. This is a bit of a gunboot test as well. Okay, so yeah, okay, though it's not there. It's gotta be on the bottom side of this room, and gunboots don't find secret rooms. Because honestly, gunboots can. It just takes multiple dodge rolls. Because honestly, I can never remember if gunboots does or doesn't, or if roll bomb. I mean, I know roll bomb doesn't because I had. Because that's the one that makes sense to make it so that it does find secret rooms, of course. But yeah, sure. You know what? We'll get the key. We'll get the key, and we'll move on. Might as well do it because. Again, we've already taken damage, and we even lost a flawless, which is very disappointing. Delicious. Let's do it. I shouldn't do Excalibur. I just love the Void Marshal. Like, we can tell what the damage is between the different guns. Our starting pistol does 6, Void Marshal does 10. That's not that much... Oh my god, look at the numbers. That's not that much extra damage. I just love that you can fire it so quickly. That's what's the primary value is of that gun. It's the fact that you can just get such quick damage output. You can kill something insanely fast. And that's pretty important in a game like Gungeon. In certain situations, you want to kill things extremely quickly. Use the pea shooter. So we will do it. We have to have a little bit more money first, and I would also like to do it if we can get the Shadow Clone charged, because then we'll have 2 pea shooters. We'll also have dodge roll boots, but really I'm into the idea of getting Shadow Clone charged. But we also need 8 more credits. Oh god. You know what? I think this is a perfectly good use of 1 bullet. No cracks. Dear Nudie, you tried some Nuclear Throne today after a long time not playing it. You're too bad for even looping. But you managed to get a golden bow as your starting gun. Golden bow? Golden crossbow? I find it a little annoying that you can't choose your starting equipment in Nuclear Throne, because you can choose your... Dodge roll. You can choose your starting crown if you unlock the crowns, but you can't choose a starting golden gun if you unlock a golden gun. I was a little disappointed in that when I realized that was a thing. Because it's like, I want to be able to, you know, unlock a really cool set of golden weapons and just swap them out and have different, you know, starts on your runs. But you can't do that. You disappeared. You suck. It's another Mimic! We don't accidentally have, like, Mimic Tooth Necklace or something, do we? Because that's awesome. Singularity is really good, but I'm going to stick with the Shadow Clone because we have this weird synergy with Glass Cannon. That seems like it could be pretty good. We also do not yet have enough money for the freaking gun game yet. How many flawless runs have I done? I've probably only done enough to count on one hand. I haven't done that many. And honestly, it's probably just mostly because... Well, I shouldn't use the Shadow Clone. It's probably mostly just because I haven't necessarily tried too much. You know, I haven't really gone for perfect strategies to try to not take any damage. If I take damage in Gungeon, I really just, like, don't care. You know, I don't go heavy overboard using blanks that often. I really should, as practice for DD20 type runs and etc., but... Yeah, I probably could do more if I wanted to. But I kind of just like seeing if I can do it nonchalantly, if that makes any sense. Just having it, happen. Okay, I got telefragged by a ghost. He didn't actually telefrag me. He did not actually telefrag me. He just spawned underneath the light and I couldn't see him. That effing ghost. I need a Ghostbuster. Because I am afraid of all ghosts. Okay. Pea Shooter. We have Shadow Clone. Pea Shooter does 4 damage. It's not a lot. Oh, you fucking Kohler piece of shit. I don't know if he was actually burning or if he was just poisoned, but I should actually pay attention to that, because if Kohlers just burn themselves out after a while, I should leave them alive more often. Yeah, that sucked. I should have flipped a table. Oh, I should have definitely flipped a table. Dude, who hates Kohlers? I know I certainly do. What about you guys? You hate Kohlers? They're the worst. Now, it should have definitely... gotta do this game. Should have definitely... not just used a blank there. We should have waited until the end of the floor, but there is a blank in the shop and armor. I was pretty sure I remembered there being something. And now we have our money back, which is good. So, Void Marshal, Robot's right hand. Kind of want to save the next Shadow Clone charge, because we are about to face the boss fight. You know what? It is nice to be able to pull it out and just go like, you know what? You're dead to me. Also, I should probably stop using the starter pistol. It's weird, but it feels like a pretty decent gun, so I've been using it, but I really need to move on to something else. That room with the pea shooter kind of reminded me of that, because it's like, why am I using this bad gun? Oh right, I have to, it's the pea shooter. Alright, let's do it. That's about what I wanted. Now save the charge. Pop it, fire it. We got the charge back. We actually can do it if I just don't use the we actually can get 3 shadow clones on the screen, or 2 shadow clones and myself on the screen at the same time if I just don't use the charge immediately. Yo, that's awesome. Now, we did get a flawless. Don't use the blank, you fucking idiot. Look, I'm not the smartest man. May have actually just ruined my chances at getting to the getting to the bonus floor now. Oh, I am a fool. I just popped a blank just because that's what I do. All right, well, no secret room for us, I suppose. Why did I do that? I think your wallet needs to reload. Yeah, we can't get it. I don't have armor. Don't have enough money. Well, that is me being an absolute effing fool, so let's go down to the next floor. Amateur hour. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Anger him to steal the armor? You can't steal the armor by angering him, I don't think. Unless that's a mechanic that I have never known existed, Bound Hades, but pretty sure you can't steal by angering him. He just closes his shop, right? If you can steal by angering from him, then that is a goddamn brand spanking new mechanic that is going to be really awesome to use on future runs, like on the 4th floor here. You can just steal 1 item guaranteed from the shop by just pissing him off. But I've never heard of that before. You thought you did it before, you must have done something else. You probably just did something else. Remember that there are plenty of bugs in Gungeon. And one such bug is if you use a charm item on the shopkeeper and then you leave the room, even though it looks like it's no longer applying, it is still technically applying, so it will look like you can steal from him, even though you can't. Don't use this gun. Let's use something else for now. Use the AK. Weirdly, I kind of feel like we are a little bit low on good guns. We have plenty of keys. We should definitely open up every single chest we can find, even this one. So honestly, I guess we have so many keys because we found so many mimics, weirdly enough. Don't telefrag me. Piss him off on this floor and see if you can dodge all of his shots with Super Hot Watch. I mean, you can dodge all of his shots without Super Hot Watch. There are particular spots that you can stand in, and if you stand in those spots, he literally can't hit you, as far as I know. So, you know, it's not like it's super hard to not get shot by the shopkeeper when you piss him off. I don't know the trick, like the trick positions in the room necessarily, but I do know that his shots are very orderly. We are going to buy stuff. Table Tech Blank plus Amulets seems extremely good. In fact, I should probably just buy stuff right now. I haven't really been using Super Hot Watch. Like, I don't know how to use Super Hot Watch right now. Yo, wait a minute. Hit that, reload. Have all the bullets. Kind of like this, because my Shadow Clone is just spamming bullets on the screen. Just like me. They're dying so slowly. I don't know if it's because of Super Hot Watch or if it's just because that's how they normally act when they die weirdly. They take a long time to disappear. I used like way too much ammo on that one. That's okay. That was also very silly. Which synergy gives the health bars? It's just the scouter item. It also gives a small damage upgrade, which is really nice, and curse, which is not so good. Like, the curse makes it unfortunately untakeable in like a BCDD20T context, but the item itself is pretty good. I like seeing the health bars. I like knowing how much damage I'm actually doing and how close an enemy is to death. It's nice to every once in a while have that ability and have the context for a gun. To look at a gun and say, I know roughly how good this is because I've had this before. Like, I'm looking at the AK and I'm realizing, wow, its damage is only 6 per bullet. It does the same damage as your starting gun. I know it fires much faster than your starting gun, but still, you know, that kind of puts it in perspective, I think, a little bit. And it's nice to sometimes have that capability to put things into perspective. Hey, Cinergrace, give me some stuff. Dusty, hello, welcome. How you doing? Okay. Give me an item. Gotta keep moving. TSM says I was trying to buy a heart from the machine and you accidentally bought a gun instead. I do wish that they moved the heart in the bellow shop, because it is extremely close to the items and you could accidentally buy something. It's happened to me before, and then it never happened again because I'm always very careful about what I buy. But yeah, normally it's like right there. Okay, we have plenty of keys. We don't need charge shot. I would like to buy all of this stuff. We would need 180 plus, we need 270? No, 250. We're definitely not going to get there, but we can at least sell junk. Junk. Speed up. Damage on taking damage. Sell. 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 What the fuck? Is it selling? Hello? Do I have to let... Hello? Okay, what guns don't we want? I don't know, what the hell is happening here? Oh my god, you have to hold F and move at the same time. Okay, we sold that gun. This is so frustrating. Okay, pick up the junk. Oh my god. Is that good enough? Oh, you know what? You won't buy it because it's a starting item. It's silly because it's a starting item for the wrong character, but that's why he won't buy it. Okay. What do we not want? I don't really care that much about Mr. Accretion Jr., but it could be fun with Shadow Clone. AK is just a decent gun. F, man. I don't even know what to frickin' sell. I really want to buy at least Table Tech Blank and an amulet, but we'll see. Let's fight the boss. You know it's going to be High Priest, unfortunately. And you know, unfortunately, that he is going to be a freaking... God damn it. Freaking jerk about things. Oh my god, you got hit twice. And will not allow me to get full value out of that Shadow Clone we just created. God, I hate this guy. For me, oh my fucking god. For me, definitely the hardest 4th floor boss. He is such a pain in the ass to deal with. I never have the capability of actually looking at all the different directions and having, like, perfect line of sight on what's coming up. So many bullets can just appear from off the side of the screen. He's an absolute asshole about things. I hate him. I hate him so much. Okay, give me Table Tech Blank, and then I will get to 98 bucks. I will sell whatever I have to at least buy one amulet, which is going to be very good for us. You stole the junk because I couldn't pick it up for some reason. We do not need this item because we have enough keys to buy all of the to open all the chests. So we'll take up to 65. I don't care about gun boots. I missed gun boots. We'll probably need to drop something else. Let's drop the face melter. And that gives me enough money for one amulet. So now we'll stun, light enemies on fire, etc., etc. Seems pretty decent. Let's go get up to full health and then leave. If only you showed up more frequently, you could better learn his patterns and tricks. That's you know what? That's a very good point. Because he's so infrequent for some reason, I also feel like whenever I get him, he's a bit of a surprise. He's like, oh, right, you're in the game. Darununu says that he hates the Mind Flayer more than the High Priest. Heck no, Mind Flayer is not as bad as that guy, I think. Like, to me, Mind Flayer is easy, or easier, just because the Mind Flayer has tricks available. You know, the Mind Flayer, you can use blanks to get rid of the claymores that are spawning in, you can deal with the bells if you have an explosive weapon. But the freaking High Priest is just really annoying with bullets that come off the screen from the back. That time I just wasn't paying attention to the guy in front of me. You know, most bosses in Gungeon, I've got their patterns down. They all have different ways of dodging them. That guy, it's a little bit more like you just gotta be paying attention all the time. And, you know, if you've been watching me play Gungeon for any length of time, you know that that's not necessarily something that I do all too well. I thought frozen enemies were supposed to take more frost damage. This guy just took 7 damage from every bullet. Serona Hot Knights says, Treadnought is your favorite boss. Treadnought is a pretty good boss. I don't know if I would say that they're my favorite, though. I don't know who my favorite boss is. I don't know if I have a favorite boss. Why did the Yeti show up, guys? We don't have the Yeti synergy. What? Hello? Did anyone else see that? My favorite boss, if I had to just pick one, I might actually pick the Amoconda. And I'm not saying that because it's the boss that I flawless the most often. I think that is not true. I just like the boss. I think it's a fun boss to fight. I like the fact that, you know, I could take damage. It's tough, but it's also fair. It's fun to run around and have to deal with the turrets that spawn in and try to break segments of the Amoconda. There's a lot going on in the fight that you can take advantage of, and it's pretty fun. It's involved. It's not just running around shooting at the boss. It's, hey, do you want to fight the turret? Do you want to fight the boss? Do you want to shoot at this particular segment on the boss in order to maybe have a better chance at breaking a segment of the boss? What is the best gun for use on the boss? You know, you have to consider your gun options as well. It's fun and involved, and I like it. Nobody in chat's talking about the Yeti. Do you guys see the Yeti back there? Is it just me here? Does anyone else see that this thing that is a little awkward? Why was there a Yeti? There he is! I see him. Must just be a feature of Cold 45, or it could be a feature of Shadow Clone. Shadow Clone bullets might trigger the Yeti effect for some reason, which would be a little weird, but it would make sense as to why I'm seeing him anyways. Because I definitely don't think I have a synergy. I think it's just like a weird effect that I'm getting for some reason. Yo, Cold 45? Then... Stinger, then Boomerang. Don't care about Boomerang. What's the Stinger? Particle Flow, so it's got homing. You have a synergy. I have a synergy? No, I don't. Just base Cold 45. It's got to be because of the clone. The clone must be activating the Yeti. Let go of the Yeti. He's not real. He's real to me, man. It's real to me. Yo, give me the Stinger. I really feel like opening up a room with a Stinger shot is going to be effective. Please. Would also be pretty valuable to... My god, I'm so low on ammo. Might be valuable to pop Shadow Clone and then like fire off a Stinger rocket or something, because we do need more ammo or more offense right now. If I picked up a single ammo drop on the run, it definitely feels like I'm just frickin' completely out of ammo. Like, what am I gonna use against the boss? Excalibur or Helix Gun, and then after that, what? Okay, so these enemies don't kill themselves over time. I guess the other one must have been poisoned on the 3rd floor that we saw. Hello, friend. I've had like 2 spread drops. I've had I had a green drop like on the 2nd floor and on like 2 on the 1st floor that I just filled up the oh my god, I created it in the wall again and it's fucking stuck. Dude, I hate these Shadow Clones. They're just not working when they're up against a wall for some reason. Yeah, we picked up some ammo drops on the 1st floor, but nothing since like floor 3. And I'm a little saddened by this fact. Because I could definitely use some more ammo. I'm just hoping we get good guns. We've already picked up mass shotgun, which is okay. It's tough to use properly with the Shadow Clone, but, you know, if we need to, we can use that against the boss. Shadow Clone, more like Shadow Clown. Rude. What'd they ever do to you? Why are you taking a lot of 1s? Is that from the bees? Do the bees only do like 1 damage? Okay, well now I can't tell. Because you are burning to death. You know what? Should have just done that. Probably would have burned that guy anyways. This is where the Super Hot Watch does get a little annoying. When it's like, I just need to stand still and shoot, but I've got to like tiptoe back and forth to actually get my bullets on the screen. A Gemini rifle. What did we get from the chest? 2 guns? Why is the game doing this? This is not the first time it's given me 2 guns on the floor, but, you know, I need them, so thank you. Gucci Trigger Finger, AC, Gun Knight Greaves. Give me the damage upgrade, and then we'll move on. We'll use Hyperlight, Mash. Oh, you know what? I have a question. Will Shadow Clone give us Hyperlight refund? No. Actually, Shadow Clone is shooting now, but we're not getting a Hyper Light refund. I already took damage. Fuck, super hot watch. Shadow Clones break bullets? Since when? I took another hit of damage. Oh, fuck you, super hot. Maybe super hot is just like hot trash. Maybe I'm just hot trash with it, I don't know. Not doing that good of a job. No, I could not care less about you. I will kill the dragon or nothing. Oh my god, the time slowdown made me walk into the bullets. Do I complete pretty much every run now? I might not complete this one. Freaking Super Hot Watch is just destroying me. Although really it's my own damn fault. But it's a convenient blame target. Just say that Super Hot Watch is effing me. There we go. How does Hyperlight ammo work? When you hit an enemy, you get 1 ammo back. However, it has limited range, so even on a room like this, it can't go from the right side to the left side. It can't go from the right side to the left side, it'll stop. If you're standing like down here in the corner, you can't hit the dragon with it. But if you have something like Scatter Shot that gives you multiple projectiles, you can have infinite ammo even if you miss a lot. So Hyperlight Blaster, it's good against the first phase of the dragon, it's good against second phase of the lich, it's good against the heart of the dragon, but it's really good if you get Helix bullets, Scatter Shot. I was hoping Shadow Clone would give me an ammo refund, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. I was also kind of hoping that we could maybe bypass the damage cap by having the Shadow Clone out using Hyperlight, but nah, definitely not. Alright. Watch out, Abe.
Watch out! Radioactive man!
Secret room had the boomerang, maybe the chest got mixed up. Does that happen for Dracula? Is that how that works? If there's a, your item in your secret room, maybe it's not going to be in your reward room? Because I always thought that it was very specific. Like, this chest had a very particular item in it. I didn't think that it would have been, like, dependent on the order that you open them or anything like that. Does my familiar gets the exact same bullet that I do, which is interesting. Just, you know, give me an orbital, smack him, kill him. You're not dead, you're frozen. Man, sometimes this gun is very inconsistent in its damage output. Oh, you know, I was also gonna say, it's also firing really quickly. I don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, you know, maybe it's because you bought the rate of fire increase, huh? Nah, that can't possibly be it. It's gotta be something else. I think I am getting my my Shadow Clone bullets though. Like, I think they are orbiting me, which is pretty cool. Maybe not though. It's very hard to tell. Oh, that's a good freeze. That's a real... Well, it was a real good freeze. And then I had to go and screw it up! Just have to, like, wait for my gun to reload. And, okay, give me a little side hop. Oh, that was good. Weirdly enough, I think this gun is not that good with Shadow Clone. It's just not helping. Like, I want the Shadow Clone with the Mr. Accretion Jr. gun. I want the Shadow Clone to have a chance at firing other bullets so that we get, you know, frost bullets more often, or explosive rounds more often when I'm shooting. But because I'm freezing one target twice, it doesn't seem that helpful. Because I'm exploding one target twice, I'm probably on lethal damage already. Like, from Shadow Clone, I want the Shadow Clone to have a new RNG on the bullet, but it's firing the same bullet that I'm firing, which does seem a little bit less useful than I was expecting it would be. Dude, we are so low on ammo. You know, gotta say, at least we have the mass shotgun here. It does give me like a backup gun, basically. Extremely ammo efficient and good damage, so even though I am pretty darn low, oh my god, it's so laggy. Pretty darn low on resources, we still have this at least. Come here. Come here. Come here! Move faster! Wow! At least we have an evil gun muncher. Maybe we can use that. Ridiculous says, every time I have gotten a second gun or passive, there's been another chest somewhere on the floor. Well, that would explain it. I suppose as long as you get a guaranteed gun or passive somewhere on the floor, it's pretty good. Yo, that has to go for Glass Cannon, because now we actually have a boss killer. We can use every ammo for everything else. Like, it is pretty nice to know that if you find 2 chests, that you know that there's going to be another chest somewhere that you can use to get a passive active. However, saying that, what's nice about the item room chests giving you the items is that you know where they are. You know, if you need a gun desperately and you get 2 items from your chest, you might be like, where the hell's my gun? You know, I picked up 2 items on this floor, I don't need them both. I opened up the correct chests. Please give me a gun, because I need a gun to live on this run. So it's not all upsides, I suppose. You fell into a pit and died. He pulled an Abe. Let's call it like I see it. Call a spade and call an Abe an Abe. You know what? One thing I do like about Shadow Clone is that it does charge itself. It has no cooldown. It doesn't have like a charge on the Shadow Clone being alive. It's just, hey, if you do enough damage, you can spawn another one. It's pretty nice. Okay, boss fight time. Let's do it. If I can spawn a 3rd Shadow Clone, we can keep 3 on screen at the same time, which we can do, it looks like. So, maybe this is it. Maybe this is me saying, thank you, Super Hot Watch, for letting me avoid damage very slowly. I just want to let it play. I want to look at the bullet. Also, Draft RG, hello, welcome. My day is going just fine. Playing some lovable Gungeon. Oh, the bullet's moving. It's like 1 pixel per second. Now, will my projectiles hit him before his projectiles hit me? That's the only question. I don't even know where the projectiles are anymore. They've stopped rendering. I see a red dot right above the reload bar. Now it's hidden by the vertical, time slice indicator. I don't know where my projectiles have gone. Also, I think that the timer is a lie. It's definitely not traveling at 1 second per second. I will wait. I want to know if I have an invisible bullet on the screen right now. You think it would have landed? I mean, this gun is like half reloaded by now. Got him. I did move to force it to happen. Because, like, the bullet travels way faster than the reload bar would indicate. So I don't know what the hell was going on there. That seems very unusual. It's like, if the bullet is moving really fast, it moves really slow in super hot mode, because it's nearly instantaneous. It's not instantaneous because it is an actual projectile, but it's moving, you know, real frickin' quick. You see, on that one, it hit before I even started the reload, and I was trying to move as little as possible. Okay, don't actually get hit here. Also, I have a couple of bulletkins out. You know what? Seems like a good time to use a blank. One more shot should do it. You know what? Just finish him off with that. That real frickin' quick sounded like Harrison Ford. You named the dog Indiana. No, that's Sean Connery. Was it the dog was named Indiana? Oh my god, we got hit. You effing piece of crap. Sorry, we got 3 shadow clones all holding swords. So, you know, I'm not that worried. Also, there's 1 bullet moving across the screen I didn't see. You know what? Pop a blank. He's dead. We got him. That was our obligatory super hot run. Gotta say, disappointed in myself, but also, super hot is very awkward. It changes the timings of things too much that, honestly, because I'm not used to it, I think I probably take as much or more damage with it in worse situations, you know? In rooms, I don't think I took too much damage in rooms with it. You know, took a little bit of damage here and there, but I think I probably could have gotten hit less on boss fights had I not been using super hot. But understandably, it is an extremely powerful item, but it's too finicky and annoying in many situations that I'm still probably not going to take it if I ever get it on a normal run. You know, it's not in the same vein as the red bandana, which I think is just bad, but for me, I think super hot is something that I don't want to have to focus on. I would like to be able to focus on not only the other aspects of the run, but also just being able to maybe talk without being as confused as much. But in any case, it's still a pretty fun run. The Shadow Clone plus Glass Cannon, which is probably broken somewhere, is an amazing combination. If you can get a few clones out, then you can just keep summoning a clone with every shot of Glass Cannon and kill a boss in about 4 or 5 shots. It's pretty awesome. Just don't get hit or else you lose your Glass Cannon. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlands. Now to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.